the commandment of need. What we do, sorry, what do we live for, if not to make a life less difficult for each other? George Eliot. Sand foundation crumble houses. 90% of all new business, 90% of all new business fail within 5 years. No, why they fail? Because they fail because they fail the commandment of need. When you build a business on flawed foundation, it will fail. Sand foundation crumble houses. Business which violate the commandment of need enter the 90% failure category or the masquerade as a job. The winning business premises is the simple and often forgotten concept that should be ridiculously obvious, but it is not a business that solves needs and provide a value win. Business that solve problem win profit. Selfish, narcissistic motives do not make a good long-term business model. Think about the purpose of businesses. Why do they exist? To satisfy your selfish desire. To what do you love? To satisfy your craving for wealth and financial freedom. Seriously, no one care about your desire, your dreams, your passion, or your why, your reason for wanting to be rich. No one cares that you want to own Ferrari or prove your parents wrong. No one cares that corporate America wronged you. No one cares as the world is selfish place and nobody gives two shit about your motives to go fast lane. So, what do people care about? People care about what your business can do for them. People care about what your business can do for them. How will it help them? What's in it for them? Will it solve their problem? Make their life easier? Provide them with shelter? Save them money? Educate them? Make them feel something? Tell me, why on a God's green earth should I give your business money? Should I give you your business money? What value are adding to my life? What value are you adding to my life? Reflect back to our producer consumer dichotomy. Consumers are selfish. They demand to know what's in for me. What's in it for me? To succeed as a producer, surrender your own selfish and address the selfishness of the other. Stop chasing money, chase needs. Never start a business just to make money. Stop chasing money and start chasing needs. Let me repeat that because it's the most important thing in the book. Stop thinking about business in terms of your selfish desire, whether it's money, dreams, or do what you love. Instead, chase needs, problem, pain point, service, deficiencies, and emotion. Entrepreneur failed because they create a business based on the selfish premises, and selfish premises don't yield a profitable businesses. They lead directly into the 90% failure waste basket. I need a new income stream. I am expert in blank, so I will do that. I read a get rich book and it said to start a business. Wrong, and a wrong. Again, selfish, narcissistic promises are happy invitation to violate the commandment of need. You and your business attract money when you stop being selfish and turn your business focus from needs of yourself to the needs of other people. Give first, take second. Give first, take second. Needs come first, not money. Charm the marketplace with your own selfish needs and bet my bet is placed on your failure. Joy was martial art expert and he loved his craft. Following his advice of gurus, he set out do what you love and opened a martial art studio. Within 10 months, his studio closed as he could no longer support his family with his 21,000 per year business profit. Before Joe started, he was destined for failure. He got a business based on the faulty entrepreneurial road paved with sand, a premises based on selfish needs and selfish desire. I am an expert in martial art and love the art. Therefore, I should open a studio. The correct foundation is extremely based on the market needs, not an internal selfish need. Instead, the selfish motives, what should have Joy been thinking? Is there a need in my neighborhood for martial art studio? What are existing martial art studio are doing wrong that I could do better? What improved value do I offer the martial art studio student? What asset do I bring to this community? Joe failed because there was not a genuine need in the marketplace and his motives were selfish. Had Joe analyzed this question foremost, his odds of driving a success road would have dramatically improved. Several years ago, during the economic expansion, I noticed a standalone storefront being built in my mother's neighborhood and of Chandler, Arizona, a suburban bedroom community south of Phoenix. As the building went up and store tenant moved, the heart of failure percolated. How did I know? This new store was a hip hop apparel boutique. Fasten your seatbelt, here come a failure. Why? The store violates the commandment of need. The neighborhood does not need a hip hop store. The area is not urban, there is no dance club nearby, and nothing looks remotely hip hop. In fact, not hundreds of yards away there is an elder care retirement home. Is a 90 years old grandpa the target market for hip hop gear? The obvious problem here is selfishness. The owner is following his passion and his love for hip hop music and culture. Maybe a life coach told him to do what you love. Whatever the motives, the needs is internal, not externally based on the marketplace. I bet I predicted the business would last for 12 months. After 18 months, the business disappeared. The road was paved with sand because no need of existed. No need existed. Money chaser chase money, not needs. Frequently, I read a post from aspiring entrepreneur with the grandiose goals of making a fortune by starting a business. Hang out with a business forum and you will see the misdirected selfish foundation poisoning the well. Poisoning the well. How can I make money? How can I make money starting a business? What business can I start with a $200 and still make a $5K per month? What home-based business I can start? I have a friend who manufacturing widget. You think I can make money selling them? What can I sell on Amazon so I can get a passive income? What's a good product to import from China and sell on the eBay? What's the best business to start a shoestring? If you sit around and ask yourself this type of question, you will likely fail because this dialogue exposes your preoccupation with money and not a need or value. You have got it backward. I call these entrepreneurs money chaser. They hope from one business to they hop from one business to next, scalping and advertising market imbalances, rarely solving needs or creating momentum. Something this selfish business owner use questionable business practice as the customer needs are neglected and money is pursued with a disturbing zealotry.